there any reason why somebody shouldn't lease? I mean, you've told me all the advantages and all the great things about it, but I haven't found a reason why I wouldn't want to lease one.
Okay, well, let's see. There are definitely some situations where people may not want to lease, and most of those are just the way they feel about the buying process. They want to own their car, okay? If somebody says, look, I want to buy this car, I'm going to do it on a short-term purchase at a very low interest rate, I'm going to get it paid off, and I'm going to keep this car until the wheels fall off. I want to drive it for 10 years. I don't like doing this process. I just want to buy it. You know, my mom actually leases her cars, and every time they come up, she's like, well, maybe I'll just buy this one. And I show her the advantage again, and she's like, oh, okay. She goes, I'm just not used to this. But if somebody truly just wants to buy a car and wants to keep it forever, wants to buy tires, buy brakes, you know, pay for any repairs when they come up, then that person probably shouldn't lease the vehicle. And like we said, if somebody does a ton of miles, they probably should just be purchasing it. They're still going to kill the car in a couple of years with 100,000 miles on it, or however many they put on it. But that would be the person that may not want to lease a vehicle. Other than that, I don't really know many instances when somebody shouldn't at least consider it, shouldn't at least look into the numbers. You know, obviously I'm an advocate for Honda, but when people tell me, well, I'm going to go buy such and such car, and maybe it's not considered to be the greatest car on the market, reliability or whatever, but if they're leasing it, I'm like, well, they don't have to worry.
They get the best part of the car.
They get the best part of the car, and they, you know, they don't have to worry, well, what's the resale value going to be? Well, we're setting it up front. And so if it happens to be much lower than that, they simply turn it back in and go on. Obviously, I want people to lease Hondas. I mean, Hondas have the advantage. They have a much. I think that there's actually been some reports out lately about Honda having some of the highest resale values, which translates into the residual value, which is what Honda says the car will be worth. The higher that number is, the lower the lease payment is. So that's one of the other reasons that Honda is such a great car to lease.
Well, great. Thank you so much.
Sure.